Are you ready to start on our pork dumplings?
I am.
Okay, the first thing we need to do is get our filling started. So I'm just gonna turn this pan on like medium-high heat. So your first job is to cook the bacon for me and not burn it. So you can go ahead and just add the bacon to the pan.
Okay.
We're just gonna let it render down. So just add it and give it a little bit of a stir. So while that cooks, I'm gonna show you how to peel our ginger. I don't know if you've ever done this before.
I haven't.
Okay, this is a ginger root. So I'm just gonna break a piece off of it. This is about how much we need. So you're just gonna take a spoon and just with the side of it, you're just gonna peel the skin right off. So if you could go ahead and get started on that for me, that would be great. And you can just, if you do it a little more shallow, just like turn the spoon sideways and
get less of the
there you go.
out.
Yeah, there you go.
Even the bumpy part?
If it's kind of rough, you can just rip them off, but get what you can get. I'm just gonna go ahead and give this bacon a stir while you're finishing that up. Yumbo. Okay, so I'm just gonna give this a chop. If you want to just keep an eye on that, it's almost done. That's pretty good. How's that bacon looking?
It looks good.
Okay. That means we're about ready for our next step. Just finish this up. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and chop up our garlic. It's our last ingredient that's going in the pan. That looks pretty good. You can turn that right off.
All right.
Okay, let me just chop this garlic. Now, the way I like to chop garlic is to slice it sideways first, then lengthwise, and then just finish it off by going the other direction, and it's minced.
Yeah, you're really good at that. You make it look easy.
It is easy. So now what we need to do is add this all into the pan. So let me put the garlic in there and the ginger, and you can just give this a stir. We're just going to let this cook for about like 30 seconds. And then I'm just going to have you take the slotted spoon and just scoop it out onto that paper towel right over there.
Okay.
So we can just, oh, that looks so yummy. Just turn the heat off. She's a natural, doing a great job. Now we're gonna mix it all together. Okay. So I have a pound of ground pork right here. You could do this with like ground duck or ground chicken, but ground pork is inexpensive and it's got a high fat content, so it's gonna be delicious. So don't have to spend all that money on duck. So if you wanna go ahead, you can do this. Crack those eggs right in there for me.
Sure.
Just make sure you don't get any shells in there. Looking good though.
This is one thing I do know how to do.
Okay, excellent. This is like half a bunch of scallions just sliced up. Then we need half a cup of hoisin sauce. And you're gonna love this next part. Once I season it up with some salt and pepper, I'm gonna need you to do the mixing. And I always say that my favorite tool in the kitchen is my hands. So you get to get a little dirty. So if you wanna go ahead and just mix it all up in there. How does that feel?
The other part was much more appetizing.
Yeah. It's a little hard to mix that all up with a spoon, so this is the quickest, most efficient way. Gotta have some fun, get your hands dirty. Can't forget the bacon, that's the best part. Let me just add this in there, excuse me.
Keep mixing.
Keep mixing.
Okay.
Okay, you look like you're having fun, but I think that's good enough.
Okay.
You can go give your hands a wash. Perfect. Okay, so now we have our filling. We just need to put together our wontons and then we can fry them and eat them. Okay, let me show you how to assemble these. It's super easy. I have some wonton wrappers. You can just find these in your produce section of any normal supermarket. So we're going to put one of those down, and I have some egg wash, and this is just one egg beaten with about a tablespoon of water. Just going to brush this right along the edges. I'm going to put like a tablespoon of filling in there, maybe a little bit more. And then I'm going to have you do this part. I'm going to pass this on to you, a little bit of assembly line here. You can just take it and then just seal the edges. It's like ravioli.
Okay.
And then we're going to fry them up. So I'll pass them to you. You can just finish them off and just pop them on the plate.
Great.
Okay? Let's get going.
Easy enough.
It is. And that's all yours.
Close them up.
Perfect. Good job. I think it's time for the chefs to do a little bit of tasting.
Hope you mean wine.
Wine and food. I got a great bottle of wine to go with our meal, so just make a couple more. That looks great. You ready to fry?
I am.
Okay, so I just have a pair of tongs here. Just grab one, and you're just gonna place it right in the oil. Okay?
Okay.
And you can take care of that. Once it gets brown on one side, you're just gonna flip them over. So go ahead and you can put 1 or 2 more in there. Perfect. Okay, well, you watch those. I'm going to make a really quick sauce that we're going to dip these in. This is a ginger ponzu sauce. It's a Japanese sauce, and it sounds complicated, but it's only 4 ingredients. So we just need about 1/4 cup of soy sauce in here. You can just eyeball this. Doesn't need to be exact. Ah, that's good. Going to add the juice of 1 lime. Squeeze that in there. And 2 tablespoons of ginger. Then we need about 1/4 cup of water. And the zest of 1 orange. And you want to make sure when you're doing this to any citrus fruit that you just take the outer skin off of it, because the pith is really bitter. So you just want to get all the delicious orange flavor, none of that bitterness.
Smell it?
Mm-hmm. It's going to go great. So those look like they're about done. Why don't you give those a flip?
Okay.
Ooh, golden brown and delicious. Okay, why don't you just grab me that plate? We can pop these on there. Anything that comes out of the fryer, you really just want to drain it first so that it absorbs some of the excess oil.
I can't wait to eat one of these.
And wait till you smell when we put the hot wontons into the sauce. It's going to start smelling all like orange and yum.
Yum.
Okay, let me just turn this off for a minute. Let's go ahead and dip that. Okay, let me cut one of these puppies in half and then we can give it a taste.
Some wine?
Yes, please.
Excellent.
Thank you,
Sounds
darling.
like a good
Here
trade.
you go. Okay, let me know what you think.
Cheers.
Oh. That is so good. Okay, let's see how it goes with the wine. See, doesn't it, like, the citrus in the wine goes so well with the sauce? That is excellent. I think our guests are going to love it. So thank you for helping out.
Thanks for teaching me.
Yeah. Do you want to go get changed for the party? I'll set the
Sure.
table and clean up.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you so much.
See you later.
See you later.
Going to jail?
I didn't hear about that.